friends, this is Raman with your daily Forex market analysis for May 18th, 2016. We'll start off by taking a look at our calendar for tomorrow. So we have British pound 4:30 a.m. We have the employment numbers coming out. If the employment numbers are negative, we have seen some negative data come out of the pound recently or out of UK. And if the negative numbers are negative, we will see a drop in the British pound. We also have CPI number, which is the inflation numbers coming out for the pound at 5 a.m. Eastern. Again, a very important number. There was talk about some deflationary problems in the Eurozone. So if the CPI number comes out negative, we should see the Euro drop here as well. Going into the US session, there's only one important piece of news that's coming out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which is the crude oil inventories. So the most important data point that's coming out tomorrow will be the FOMC meeting minutes, which is in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. So this is something that the market will be paying a lot of attention to. So one of the reasons for that is because of the interest rate hike for the US. If the meeting minutes come out negative, the tone is negative for the meeting minutes, that should be negative for the US dollar. So over the last few months, we have been seeing a lot of negative comments from the Fed in terms of the interest rate hikes, how they've been pushing back the interest rate hikes. And if we see any talk about pushing back the interest rate hikes into September or maybe later in the year, that will be negative for the US dollar and we'll see the US dollar drop. However, if there is talk about raising interest rate potentially in June, that will be positive for the US dollar. So this will be very, very important piece of news that comes out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Aside from that, during the US session, we may get a range-bound market just because this is what happens when we are going into a major piece of news like this. In the Asian session, we have Aussie employment numbers coming out, again, very important for Australian dollar. Let's move on to the charts now. We'll start off by taking a look at the Euro-US dollar daily chart. Here over the last 2 days, we have seen the Euro trade within this range here. So tomorrow, if the CPI numbers come out negative for Euro, we could see it drop. However, if they come out positive, we may see it push into the high of the range here at 113.50 or even higher into this previous range above 13.50 level. So we will be watching for a reaction at 13.50 level. At this point, we'll trade this as a range-bound market. We will sell at the high, which is 13.50, and we'll buy at the bottom, which is 12.80. So that will be our trading range. And again, we're waiting for Euro to break out of this. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, if the price comes back into this 1280 area and holds above, so if we see pins into this or if we see a reversal pattern up down here, we'll be looking to buy that. And if it comes into this 1350 area, this support and resistance area, would be looking for a sell. Or if it comes into this R2 level here, that will be a potential selling opportunity as well. However, if it starts holding above this support and resistance level, we're looking for a further move to the top here. Moving on to the pound here, pound has been holding in this wider range here as well. So yesterday's close was bullish, today's close is bullish here as well. However, we did run into resistance here. So at this point, we will be looking to sell at 145.20 area at the top of this range here, looking for the price to hold here. However, if again the British pound data comes out positive, employment data is positive, we will likely break above this range and then we could head into this 45.80 area here. That will be the next target. And above that, we could head into this top of the range. However, I don't expect a huge move ahead of FOMC. So for the time being, we would be looking to buy at the bottom here, 43.25, and sell at the top here, 45.23, trading in this range here. However, if the news comes out positive for the pound, we'll be looking at 45.80 as the target. For Aussie US dollar, same sort of scenario. We did have a bullish close, which would suggest a further move to the upside. However, we do see a pin on the top here as well, which makes it slightly more neutral and range bound here again. So if for Aussie, we'd be looking to sell at 73.80 area at the top of the range, and we'd be looking for a reversal setup for a potential buy at 72.50 area in the bottom here. So here we have price did come and test the bottom, and now it's pushing to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on this to see how this sets up. For the New Zealand US dollar, again, we have been trading in this range here. We came to the top of the range and price pulled back from here. Did close bullish here, however, big pins on the top. So we could see the price go all the way to the top here, 68.50 level. And we would be looking for a sell here at 68.50. However, if the price goes into the bottom here, 67.50 area, we would be looking for a potential buy. Or if the price comes into 67.20, that would be a potential buy as well. So in the meantime, we'll be treating this as a range-bound market. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we did see a double top, and this is the trade here that we took for a short, which played out really nicely, and looks like it did bounce off of the pivot here. So looking for a move down towards S1 here, 67.80 area, and then further down into potentially into S2 here or S3, which is 67.20 area. So those will be some of the potential targets. If the price goes up and tests the high again, we'd be looking for a sell again, unless things change and price starts to hold above. If the price starts to hold above 68.50 level, then we'll be looking for the next level to the upside, which will be 68.98 or 6,900. So that will be the next target if the price does start to hold above 68.50. Dollar CAD here, very, very neutral close. So very much a range bound move again. So once the price comes towards 130, we'd be looking for a selling opportunity, and back towards the bottom 27.80 level, would be looking for a buy opportunity. However, today, very, very neutral close, did not break the high, did not break the previous day low. So very, very neutral candle for today. Here's our 1 hour chart. As you can see, if we do see price go into R1 here, 129.63, that could be a potential selling opportunity here as well. However, if it does start holding above this level, then we'd be looking for price to move up to this R2, which is 130.18 or 130 level, and that would be a potential sell level. If the price comes all the way down to the bottom here, 127.80, that would be a buy here as well. This market could trade sideways tomorrow as well till FOMC meeting minutes come out. So be aware of that and recognize that it could be a range-bound market for another day tomorrow till 2 p.m. Eastern or somewhere close to that till the market starts moving again after the FOMC meeting minutes come out. So that's it for now. I will see you in the trade room.